Good morning from San Francisco, California. I am Patrick Lew Band, better known as the guitar player, lead singer, or one of the band leaders of PLB, otherwise known as the Patrick Lew Band worldwide on the independent music scene. This is a heads up to let you all know that I just recently got signed to a record label. I'm currently in the process of finalizing the deal with Bentley Records. This is actually the first time I got a record deal or was a part of a record label since I was about 19 years old. Back then, I was not mature enough or professional enough or mentally ready yet to be on a record label or be in that kind of position in the music industry. But now it's like, I'm 37 years old. So many things has happened in my life since 2005 when I was doing my early run with Patrick Lew Band and other projects in music scene in the Bay Area. Now it's like, it all started 2 years ago when I brought back PLB with my cousin Madeline. We basically brought it back after a 3-year hiatus, and we embarked on our most epic run so far as a rock band, or a virtual rock band on the internet, from San Francisco through live streaming and all these other digital platforms in the modern technology we have in the digital age. So it's like, it really brought me to where I am at today, and as of last week or 2 weeks ago, I got an email from Bentley Records. They're telling me they're offering me a record deal or something like that, and I let them know back through an email that I'm very interested in signing up and see how it goes from there. Then another record label emailed me, but it was more likely I was very passive about it, so to speak, but I had to turn it down because it was the body language or the written language I was getting from that email was kind of suspicious. But Bentley Records just emailed me back as of yesterday evening or yesterday morning at 1:10. I even posted a post about it on social media, especially on my YouTube channel on the community section bar on the dashboard, and I decided to sign with the band under the band name Lewnatic rather than PLB, because with PLB it's like I'm very selfish and very extremely selective and picky who I give my intellectual property and rights to for the Patrick Lew Band to anyone, and Madeline, she told me like, I already had PLB stay indie basically, but I support you going worldwide with the Patrick Lew Band. As far as I know, I'll be signing with Bentley Records under my Lewnatic stage name rather than PLB. And the first album I'm going to come up with is basically essentially a greatest hits album of all the best songs I compiled, remastered from the facility at Bentley Records headquarters in New York, and put it out as my first major label debut under the Lewnatic band name as a contracted artist on a record label, and unfortunately, all good things might come to an end, because my cousin Madeline has this to say basically, and it was quite a ride, being PLB for the past 7 years she was in the project, and all good things must come to an end, but Patrick Lew Band will always still be here, sporadically active. I decided to keep Patrick Lew Band basically, strictly indie. Where I'm doing it or where me and Madeline do it together. She was telling me earlier on that like, hey, I'm gonna be basically doing my own thing, but I wish you the best of luck. I always love you as a cousin, as a brother, and a former boyfriend and all that kind of stuff, and I got you back no matter what. It's just that I'm gonna pursue these other avenues, like your friend David did and a couple years back, and we'll get to that in just a moment though. So like, yes, I got signed to a record label under Lewnatic. First tentative planned release with the record label is basically a greatest hits compilation of all my best songs over the last 20 years, both PLB and Lewnatic, and to just showcase who I really am worldwide to a larger audience. And I'm really happy this happened, better late than never, but I worked my ass off for like at least 20 plus years to get to this level where I'm already at with Patrick Lew Band and Lewnatic and all my musical projects I've done over the years. And it really means a lot I got to this level, basically, and, Patrick Lew Band will still be active. Unfortunately, Madeline will be taking a back seat and only making sporadic appearances whenever needed, So she's going to talk about that later on webcast, basically, and I'm just gonna let you know that I'm doing fine. This was a really weird year, but I got this though. I'm looking forward to the next chapter of my music career as under a 1-year recording contract with Bentley Records to see how it goes from there. I'll still do PLB. Right now my main focus is under the Lewnatic Band name, under contract with my record label, Bentley Records. Because I've been a free agent for about 20 years mostly as PLB and under multiple bands in music, making music, locally and worldwide. And now it's like, I went from this guy from the indies to now being in a record label. It's like, wow, it's a dream come true. Let's see how it goes though, guys. But just wish you the best of luck, y'all. And like I said, Madeline has this to say on live stream.
こんにちは、私は PLB のマデリーンです。バンドでの7年間は素晴らしいものでした。いとこのパトリックが音楽を作っているのは最高の時でした。しかし、私は別のことに移る時が来ました。しかし、私はまだ永遠に PLB になります。あちこちに登場することを期待してください。いとこのパトリックがソロアーティストとして頑張ってくれることを願っています。